The dominant and flawed theory of cancer states that cancer starts in the nucleus of a cell. Nucleus is where your DNA resides. The theory tells that over time, there are random genetic mutations which causes these aberrant cells and which causes cells to proliferate and grow, which causes cancer, which is absolutely wrong. If this was the case, we have now genome testing companies, we have genome testing solutions, we have personalized medicines, we have all sort of therapies to address cancer. Still, Indians are dying of cancer. As per a recent statistic released by Indian Cancer Society, in the year 2022, 1.46 million Indians developed cancer, while 900,000 people lost their lives to cancer, which translates to 65% mortality rate. The reality is the cancer does not arise from defect in the DNA in the nucleus. The cancer arises from defect in mitochondria. Now, mitochondria is the control switch. What is exactly cancer? Cancer is cell division, cell growth out of control, abnormal cell growth. Mitochondria controls, tells when the cell has to grow, when it doesn't has to grow, when it has to remain quiescent, when it has to remain in a differentiated state. When this control switch is corrupted, right, the cells start growing and cells gets into the default state of proliferation, right? So mitochondria is actually release cytochrome C, which activates apoptotic signaling, right? Which determines whether cell has to grow or cell doesn't have to grow or remain or has to remain quiet, right? So when the mitochondria is corrupted, the cells start growing, and how do they grow? They start fermenting, which is the ancient way of any organism to grow. They start fermenting, they ferment glucose and glutamine, right? These are the two primary fuels, and none of the current solution focuses on actually, starving cancer cells of these fermentable fuels. So if we still believe that cancer is a genetic disease and we keep on treating by using toxic therapies, it will be the biggest disaster which will happen. We also discussed this in detail with our recent podcast with Dr. Thomas Seyfried on this, and I'm sharing the link to the podcast as well. Please do listen to it. It's really, really, it will open your eyes about the reality of cancer.